Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachat Wadash. Double honors to the elect apostle, bishops, elders, and great millstone, ever well. Shalom to elect Akaldim, who's working serving in truth and not for vainglory, in season out of season. All right, just want to bring this out. This is Romans, the 8th chapter, and the 16th verse. Okay, it says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. Okay, it says God here, but the Most High's name, God, who you call him Most High God, his name is Yahweh. All right. Okay, so how does the Spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh? Okay, I'm gonna go to it because I know, they these Christians in these churches, they hate the fact that the scripture is bringing out who, through prophecy, who's bringing out who the Lord's chosen people are. Okay, who the children of the Lord are. Okay, all right. They all hate this, because they say, well, this is, oh yeah, they just use the scripture, and then once they use the scripture, then people believe it. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans believe it. Well, the Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. All right. Okay. Go to it, man. This is just one of many, many, many scriptures. Okay. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 6th verse. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt, which means bondage. It's a Greek word, right? Again, with ships who came on slave ships, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, which is the so-called white man, for bondmen and bondwomen, slaves, and no man shall buy you. Nobody's going to help us get out of slavery, and nobody has. No other nation has came to get you so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians out of slavery. Okay, and you even had the Latinos and Native Americans that went on slave ships. The so-called white man came over to this side of the earth and brought them over slave here in the North, South, and Central America, and brought them over here in chains and cargo slave ships over there to Europe. So no man was going to buy us out of that. And then when they see that's the scripture they use. That's Deuteronomy 28:60. Yeah, well, yeah. That's right. The Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Lord. Okay, all right. Because now you can sit up there and say that there were other people who went in slavery on ships. Okay, yeah, maybe they have been. Okay, maybe you did have some other heathen nations that were put on slave ships and was put in slavery and brought to other places. But guess what? That's not what the scripture is talking about. The scripture is talking about you so-called Negroes, West Indian and Haitians, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, that's what the scripture is talking about. It's not talking about any other nation, because when you read in the scriptures, it talks about Israel. It doesn't talk about other heathen nations that went into slavery. Okay, all right, to the point of being on ships. Okay, and no man got them, and no man shall buy you. Okay, it doesn't talk about the heathen nations going through that, and no man shall buy you. Okay, it's talking about you so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. As soon as the so-called white man got over here, he put and Native Americans on goddamn slave ships, man. Latinos on slave ships. It's not talking about any other nation. You know? All right? Let's further prove it. Let's further prove it. Right? Let's go into it. Okay. Okay. Let's go into it. This 53rd chapter. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which Yahweh the Lord thy God hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. Yeah, now that, you know, that happened in various times in history. You know? To who? To you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, you can go back into the Masada, you know? You can go back in certain times of history, you know, where, hey, yeah, that happened. And guess what? It's going to happen again. But yet again, it's talking about you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Let's go to it. Let's go into it. Okay, now you have these other nations, right? Right. You. Oh, wait a minute. Other nations went on slave ships, and it was slaves. All right, but wait a minute. This is the 47th chapter. Because thou servedest not the Lord thy God, the Lord Yahweh thy God, with joyfulness, with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Who was given to serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the nation of Israel? And there's many scriptures to prove it. 45th verse. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou excuse me, I'm having a tough problem saying this word. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes with which he commanded thee. Who did he command to keep his statutes and his commandments? The Israelites. Okay? Not any fucking heathen nation on the planet Earth, man. All right? Okay? All right? Let's go more into it. All right? And there's many scriptures on this, man. All right? I'm just going to go to it, you know, just try to go to it straight up. You know? All right? Because these all scriptures represent, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Okay, the 15th verse. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. What are talking about? The so-called white man? Is it talking about an Arab man? Is it talking about an East Indian man? Is it talking about a Chinese man? No, it's talking about the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? All right, so point blank, you know? But anyway, let's, you know, so, I mean, you know, these dudes, man, they, you know, they can feel how they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? But, that's what it is, all right? My bad. 16. All right. And the 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which the Bible tells you about, the curses and the blessings that's going to come upon you, all right, and the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that we are the children of God, Yahweh. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, says Christ here. His name is Yahweh Shai. If so, be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, I mean, you know, we're going to be heirs. You know, the men are going to be heirs. The Israelite men, starting with the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the real Jews and which are the Israelites, are going to be heirs with Yahweh Shai. All right? Rule of earth. Let me get one more scripture. Let me get Daniel's, let me see. Daniel 7, chapter 14, verse. Okay? All right? You know, and hey, listen, that's the spirit. I mean, you know, they can tell you something else. I mean, you know, it's all good if you believe it. You know what I'm saying? And that's on you. Daniel 7, chapter 14, verse. And there was given in him, Yahweh Shai, dominion and glory and a kingdom. The kingdom where? The kingdom on this earth, man. Okay? That all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, forever, age after age after age, like the scriptures say. For the saints shall take the kingdom and possess it forever and ever, which age after age after age, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. You know, so I mean, hey, listen, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with the elect, you're joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, and you are the children of the Lord according to the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Hopefully edified. And with that, Shalom.